Welcome to the Youth's Voice podcast. I'm Venita Musakali, and today we're going to talk about a topic that is incredibly heavy but absolutely necessary. We're going to talk about femicide. It is the intentional killing of women and girls, especially because of their gender. And it always do happen because by their close relatives or their intimate partners. And with me in studio today I have
Anlin Longo.
I'm Victor Chagova.
And approximately 83,000 of women globally are killed, and over 50,000 women are always killed by their close relatives or their intimate partners or their close relatives. And Anlin, what do you think, or why do you think this always do happen?
First of all, I'd like to give you a small breakdown about actually we have two primary categories of femicide, and the first one we have the intimate femicide, which occurs when that girl or a woman is killed by someone who is extremely closer to them, for example, the boyfriends or maybe the spouse. And the second one is non-intimate. This might be a killing, just a massive killing. For example, when there is something like war or mandamano, during that protest, a woman might end up being killed. Yeah.
You know, globally, like using the statistics that Musakali has just presented to us, she said about 83,000 women are being killed globally, and 50,000 among those women are being killed by people who are close to them, which are sometimes family members and sometimes their partners, their spouses. And using the causes that Anlin has presented to us, let's use, for example, the spouse part. You know, families, when we come to families, we are being raised differently. For example, for men, when a man, he's still a boy. When a young boy falls down, he's just stamped himself and he's fallen down. You'll hear the parents say, don't look at him, he will cry. But when a woman or a young girl who is, let's say, 2 years old, she has stamped herself and fallen down, you'll see the mother coming, running, calming her down because she's already crying. So we are brought up in a certain way that we shouldn't cry. So we are meant to keep these things up to ourselves. Then we see women as inferior, because me, as a big brother, I've seen my sister being like, anakuwa ametelekezwa, unapata, ametelekezwa kwa aina fulani, anabembelezwa. Lakini mimi sibembelezwi. Yeye akimwaga sukari, hapigwi. Mimi nikimwaga, napigwa. At the same time nikipigwa, siruhusiwi kufanya nini? Kulia. And I'm also not supposed to complain. So unapata hii kitu ina grow into men. As a man, na grow up nikijua, I'm supposed to be hardy. And women, they are weak. So at some point you can get this man grow up to hate the sisters, because and I feel like the sisters walikuwa wamependwa zaidi kumshinda yeye when they were young. So now he's grown, it's time ya kurudisha ile mkono. I can take that opportunity to manipulate them, because by the time I was manipulated, they were having some good life, you see? So he ends up hating the women. Another thing maybe I can speak of causing this femicide. Another thing that I feel like is causing this femicide thing to the increase in femicide, let's say in our country, Kenya. You can see these families. For example, I'm married to Musakali, we are married. So you'll find at some point I come up losing my job. I've lost my job and I have nothing. So for now I am a home husband. You see, then Musakali ends up getting a good job, or she's earning at least more than what I had saved, more than my savings. So you find I become bitter at some point, because Musakali will demand, even if we don't have this house help, you see, the roles have changed. Now I'm a house help. And remember, at first I was a man who was brought up being and knowing that I'm a man who should provide. A man who should take care of the family. But now, I'm the one who's working for the family. Like I'm doing those, let me use the female jobs. For example, I'm washing the utensils. I'm supposed to wash the house. I'm supposed to take laundry, you see. So one day you come, maybe the laundry, I've not done it so well. You start complaining. You see that thing will create something like rage in me. I'll start feeling like, this woman, this person is just a woman. Who is she? She's just taking me like I'm also like a woman, or I feel like I'm a woman in the house, or rather I should be a man or the head of the family. So I take the rage, and the rage still grows, because you know, women, you fight verbally. See, women, ukikuwa na hasira unaongea sana, si ndio? But men, juu tumekuwa brought up ifai uongee, you shouldn't speak. Ukikuwa na shida, keep it to yourself, you're a man, and work on it as a man. You see? So wewe kila siku unakuja unanigombeza kwa ile nyumba kwa sababu sina kazi. Unapata sina kazi. I'm not working. Niko tu hapo kwa nyumba, you are the one who's providing as a family. So unakuja kila siku unagombana. Juu lazima tu unajua kuna vitu lazima, sisi ni binadamu tunakosea. So unakuja ile unagombana kila siku, unagombana kila siku. Na as a man nimekuwa brought up hiyo maneno najiekea. Nikijiekea hii ni hasira inakomaa kila siku. Na actions zetu men tukikuwa na hasira, unlike women wewe utatumia maneno, ni vita yako ni verbally, as men inageuka inakuwa physically. In the cause of physically, as a man sai kama nikikuwa assault, nikikuslap, if you don't slap back, the war is over. But if you slap back, the war is on. We can fight, you see? And in the midst of fighting, that's where femicide comes in. I can end up killing you because physically men we are better than women, you see? Those are the things that I think femicide, they're bringing femicide into families.
Actually, I want to second on Victor on what he has said about domestic violence. Ni kweli unajua the way you raise mtoto, kama for example us women, tukichapwa ama like tukikosana na wanaume, they might beat us, but sisi sasa asira yetu mostly we keep it on our words. Utapata mwanamke anaongea sana too much, anagombana, alafu mwanaume sasa asira yake ni ya anatumia actions, fighting. Utapata anampiga, na in that process unapata that person ends up being killed, that woman or maybe the girlfriend. So sasa kama watoto wako raised in this environment, it's not healthy for them. Jata grow up, na kama ni a boy akioleka kwingine ata end up kukua akipiga the wife or the girl. Alafu sasa women we are just supposed to like, kwa familia it's good if tunakuwa na maelewano. Fighting is not the option. Also mnajua this femicide kwa familia inaweza cause street children. Kukuwa na issues with street children because mtoto anaweza ka grow up anaona mzazi the father amekuja amelewa, he's drunkard, kila time ni kupiga the wife. Utaona huyu mtoto anaona like hii environment I'm not supposed to be here. So utapata mtoto like wa grade 5 ametoka ameamua kwenda kwa streets. Na as time goes by, si obviously atamarry or atakuwa married. Unapata kwa huyu mtoto anaenda in that relationship or that marriage akiwa na that mentality that I must fight. Kama ni boy, the girl akikosa kitu ama the wife, I must beat her or hivyo. Na unapata na end up kwa amekufa. Issue ingine ni huyo the more anapiga watoto, utapata huyo the wife ama kwa kina msichana anaamua to that si lazima ukue in marriage. Sasa unapata huyo mtu, the girl or the wife anatoka na mwako kuishi peke yake na ana raise the kids. Hata as you can see saizi kwa generation ya sai, single mothers are very many. Na this femicide is one of the causes. Juu hakuna venye mtu mwingine atakuwa learned, then unapata bwanako hajasoma kukufikia, then kila siku anakuchapa na kucorrect. And kumbuka that woman is the provider. Sasa unapata huyo anaona tu it's better if I get out of this as long as I can raise my kid. Unapata ana raise mtoto, na kama ni mtoto wa kike ata grow akijua men are always bad. Na unapata hata huyo anaamua tu I must not get married. Unapata mtoto anakaa peke yake. So these are just some of the causes that must be dealt with.
Speaking of family, Aline, you made me remember something. You know, apo our neighbor there, like they used to fight, by the way. Like they used to fight every day. You see, like the father, the way you said, the father was a drunkard. So every day he used to come, start quarrels with the wife, blood they fight. And I think they had 2 girls and a boy. And it reached a time that this boy, he went missing, I think. Yeah, he went missing. I don't know, maybe he went to his uncle or something like that. I don't know. But he went missing. Then after some time, was it around, let me say around 10 years, then ilikuwa tu ile yenye mnakaa mna watch news, then boom, mnaona anaonyeshwa kwa TV ati I don't know, he committed murder, he killed her girlfriend, something like that. And I think that there must be something that should be done to prevent all this from happening. And you know, most of the cases, mostly, it's always boys who do kill girls. And I think that there must be something that they have to do. And even ukiona most of the cases zenye usemwa, like cases za femicide nini, most of them it's always the man. Unapata sijui bwanake amemdunga kisu, sijui bwanake amepata na nini akamuua. And I think that kuna kitu ambacho maybe kuna venye watu wanafaa wafanye to prevent this from happening, or to prevent men from killing girls. Even if they say that maybe men do have anger issues, do have what, there must be something that it should be done to prevent it. And Victor, what do you think is the solution to this, or something that should be done to prevent all this from happening, or this killing of girls, especially girls and women, from happening?
First, I would like to address this thing of bado tu hapo kwa family, kama story yenye umesema ya kijana ameua ameua girlfriend yake. Umejua kuna kuanga na hii issue ya kwa familia ya men tunaogopa kuachwa. By the way, umejua mwanaume sahi amekaa hivi, we are in a relationship, kumbe umeweka kwa roho, you are like unavumilia. Many women mnasemanga mimi huyu mtu namvumilia tu, si unapata? So all of a sudden mmekosana juu ya kitu kidogo, then you come, it's over. You see, this man alikuwa amekuja, ametoka kama ni job, ama ametoka kama ni your boyfriend, ametoka shule, those campus boys. Unapata ametoka huko, amekuwa na shughuli zake mengi, so amechoka. Then you are like, tuachane. Unaona? So mimi nilikuwa nadhani women, you should look for a way ya kuambia mtu, even if you want a divorce ama mnataka hii relationship end, look for a way ya kuambia mtu. Alafu another good way me na suggest tunaweza itumia ku avoid these quarrels. So si unataka kuacha your boyfriend, look for your friends, especially ama look for friends wa your boyfriend yako juu, because he can be violent. Unakuja na male friends, then you have a meeting. Si lazima ikuwe kwenye, mnaweza muita at a certain restaurant, mnakaa chini, then umwambie I've been experiencing this and this and this kwa relationship, and I was suggesting it can't just work. We should just end it before it becomes worse. Unaona? Another thing yenye ningesaidia maybe kwa hii issue na femicide ni government should come up with these like institutions. We have the therapists at some place wanaongelesha men and the young boys ambao wamekuwa traumatized na issues za families kupigana. Na si hao tu, like in address all men. Tukua hata na conference maybe ya men, wana address men about this femicide thing and tell them, educate them, women are also people and women do matter. You see? And women should also get a chance to have a voice in the society. When a woman talks or when a woman speaks, you should listen to her. Listen to her. If there is something you can do, it's better. But listen to her and evaluate. When she's wrong, you can also tell her, this is wrong, but you can do it this way and this way and this way. Another thing, we can have these conferences with the pastors and the elders of the families. Because elders pia kuna yule seme kama a father to the husband or the wife. Obvious kuna kuanga na fununu, majirani wanaweza sema, ama your daughter or your son anaweza kuambia my woman is violent and I think I cannot take it. So take your time, look for other elders, alafu kuje nao, take this family down and talk to them. Alafu ya mwisho I guess ni ile part nilikuwa nimesema ya conferences ya pastors. Finally, I think the religious leaders should come together and come up with something like conferences. After every church session, you should have the wale couples. Unahakikisha kila mtu amekuja, kama ni mume amekuja na mke wake, mke amekuja na mume wake. Na pia kuna hiyo ya couples ya they are grown. Alafu pia kuna ile ya youth. Youth major ndio wameanza kuingia kwa relationship. So there should be these conferences ya couples ambao ni grown ups wenye wako na families, wana engage at a certain corner. Then youth pia wanakuwa on a certain corner. You educate these people. If they are men, you educate them on how to deal with women. They should look at women as fellow men. Let's say they should look at women as human beings. Yeah, as equal. So religious leaders should preach equality in this relationship. So religious leaders, I need you to play some role, because hao watu wote wanakuja mbele yenu, hao watu wanaweza wasikiza. And also the elders, watu wenye you are parents to these couples. Ensure time after, let's say kama ni end month, kama ni side ya mume, you call your man ama your boy as a mother, mkalishe chini, mwambie there is this, there is this, there is this. I don't know what's happening to your family, but ensure if something like this comes up, ensure you handle it like this, and like this. Same to the man, same to the girl. Unaita the girl side. Talk to them. If there is something that comes up like this, ensure you handle it. Don't be quiet. In case kuna fight zimetokea, ensure you engage us before mwanze kudeal nyinyi wenyewe kwa wenyewe huko kwa nyumba, cause mkiwa wenyewe, she's up, you are up, you'll never get a solution, right? Then pia kwa government pia, those institutions, set up them, ensure they have relevant and they have people who understand what family is and understand the problems that come up in families, and they know how to handle them. They can act like therapists, and they should be with affordable prices, or rather they should just be free. So the government should work on that. And on my side, I condemn femicide. I hate this thing. We should work on our women. Our women are good parts of the society, and women play a big role in the society. So men, please, if it's worse, it's better you walk away and look for a friend or someone who can help you handle this thing.
At some point in life, I also think that patriarchal should be dealt away with. For example, unapata pale hivyo kama ina marriage, utapata a woman and a wife so wamekuja pamoja. Then during these fights, wakipigana, utapata kama, for example, the wife reports to her family or the husband's family. They'll come together and unapata kuwa wakiongea, in conclusion they just conclude that he is a man, and a man is always the head of the family. So unapata a wife is not given any that ka feeling that I can say something or I can naweza pinga kitu. So I think vitu kama hizo ndo zina cause pia hii femicide inakuwa kwa wingi. And also hizi unaweza pata kwa kuna hizi cases. For example, tuseme I'm married, then my man ananichapa maana kila siku anani assault. Utapata naweza enda kwenda kushtaki kwa koti, kwa mahakama. But these proceedings inakuwa delayed. Unapata kesi ya 2010 bado hadi saizi haiko solved with. So unaona hiyo ina discourage in the society. Unajua tu after all hata nikienda kushtaki kama ni elders they don't support me, if it's to the police station ama kwa koti ita take long. So inafanya like this action keep on recurring. So I just think that the government and the families should come together and solve these issues, and the femicide cases will be reduced.
Personally, I think it always depends on the family that one is brought in. Like for example, I can say the family that I was brought in, I could rarely see my parents fighting or having quarrels. Maybe you could hear that voices, maybe you are like, I think in their bedroom, I think something is off, or maybe they're not okay, you see. I could feel like, but they wouldn't do that. Like maybe they come out quarreling or they come out mad at each other. They will come out from the room, wakuje, mkae mpige story. We are like, they're just okay, but I heard as if maybe something was wrong there. Or maybe sometimes, but ile nyona feel tunasema, I think something is not okay. Or maybe I see my mom is like, my mom is that person, when she's mad, she doesn't like to talk to anyone. So when she comes out from the room and the bedroom and she's mad, I'm like, I think something is off. So I think, or maybe sometimes if they have a quarrel, they will go and call, they will tell us that, you know what, we are going out, or we are going for a conference, or going for something. Then in the evening, you'll see they are coming back with the pastor or the bishop. Then they will tell us, you kids, it's not like, we won't allow you here, you go and play. And then you chase or go and visit your friends for some time, then we'll call you back. You see, maybe after, utapata yote mwenye umetuambia tuende, maybe they're mad at each other, they're not talking to each other. But by the time we come back, after tuseme pastor ameenda ama bishop, they are happy, we are back together, like they are happy together, they're talking on a good tone, like they're not like the way we left, or the way we left them the way they were. So it's always good, maybe if you have a quarrel as a family, or something that it's kind of bringing a quarrel between you, or something, a difference between you, if you see it's hard for us to solve, it's better you involve someone like a religious leader or someone that's gonna help you fix it. And also, I just remember something. Me and my younger brother, we used to fight. And there was this day that we fought. And I thought that maybe my brother would not tell my dad. So by the time he came, akakuja akasema, by the time dad came, akuja akasema, Dad, you know what? We had a fight with Ve and she did this to me and she did this to me. Then I thought maybe my dad would be like, why are you doing this to him? Well, maybe dad will be like, why are you doing this to your brother and he's a man? But you know what? He didn't do that. He alituita pamoja akasema, can you sit down, I talk to you? Akambia brother, you know what? She's your sister. It doesn't mean that because you're a boy or you're a man, you can do anything to her because she's your sister. Alika akatambia, this is you as a brother or as a man in this house, even if you're the firstborn son, you're not supposed to diminish these ones, the other girls, because maybe you're a man or you're a boy. Akasema, respect them because she's your elder sister. You have to respect her. Now, I think that one builds something in me. I don't have that negative energy towards men, that I think that all men are just the same and they're just boring. I don't know. They're like there is kind of hate. They do bad things to girls. You know, in my family, I think there is nothing like that, because we are just treated equally, and everyone has equal right and has a right to talk or right to do something, not because he's a man or because he's a girl. It's just because that we are treated that equally. So it's always good as parents maybe to bring up your child in a way that that when you see maybe they're having a conflict or something, don't favor the other gender. You're like, no, because she's a girl, she can't, you can't do this to her, or because she's a man or a boy, you can't do this to her. Let's make it equal. If someone is wrong, just no, you are wrong. And if someone is right, then you say, yeah, it's right the way you're doing it, it's wrong the way you're doing it. That one gonna help us fight femicide. And I think femicide should come to an end, and it's high time that it should end, because it's kind of affecting girls more, and it's not good the way the girls are being killed. You hear, I don't know, the boyfriend killed the girl, I don't know, a man killed the wife, I don't know what, and it's not good. So I think it should just come to an end, and the government and all stakeholders should do their best to make sure it comes to an end. This has been the Youth's Voice podcast. I'm Venita Musakali, and guys, see you in the next episode. Bye.